Today, I'm flying first class for the very first time, and no better way to do it than on Emirates' legendary A380. But is it really luxurious, or will it be a complete letdown? Let's just say that the experience was completely shocking for me, to say the least. But first, our trip starts off here at the Emirates Lounge inside London Heathrow Airport before we fly for 6 hours and 50 minutes from London to Dubai.
All right, so I am here at the Emirates Lounge here at London Heathrow, and this will actually be my very first time taking first class, and what better way to do it than on Emirates A380, the first class of all first class. I am so excited. Of course, we got to do a little selfie with her, the A380. There she is, an icon.
The Emirates Lounge here at London Heathrow was last updated a decade ago, back in 2015, and while it might be slightly dated, I will say that it is impeccably well maintained. Now, as for the food in the lounge, I did find Emirates to be unique in that even though things are served buffet style, they only put out a few of each item at a time, and then the staff is very diligent about replacing the items as soon as someone takes them. There's also plenty of wine, champagne, as well as any other type of beverage you could possibly want to quench your thirst.
Okay, can I just say that the food here is so amazing? Definitely some of the best food I have ever had at an airport lounge before, especially the desserts. The desserts could rival any fancy bakery. They are gorgeous and delicious, and I'm trying really, really hard not to overstuff myself because I do want to save room for the food on the flight.
Before boarding, I also wanted to take advantage of their shower rooms. You can request a shower pack that comes with a dental and shaving kit, a robe, and a towel. Taking a quick shower and brushing my teeth is always a great way to freshen up before a flight. One of the unique things about Emirates is that it's the only airline at London Heathrow to offer boarding directly from their lounge for some of their flights. It was my first time boarding directly from a lounge, and I have to say it was really, really exciting for me. The difference between business class and first class started almost immediately with someone personally escorting me to my seat located at 4K. But let's do a quick seat tour before takeoff. The first class seats on Emirates A380 are quite often controversial. There's the camp that think they are absolutely stunning, and on the opposite end of the scale, there are people that would describe it as horrendous and gaudy. The seats we have today are actually the older version of the A380 first class seats. Emirates has since updated these seats slightly on some of their aircrafts to be a little bit more neutral, with less gold and less faux wood marble panels. Honestly, I'm just grateful to be here at all, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about them. Do you think they're classy, or do you think they're tacky? There's also a Byredo amenity kit tucked under the small mirror here. And of course, the famous Emirates tote bag that is only given to first class passengers. I'm excited to finally have one of my own. I've been wanting one forever. There's also some moisturizing pajamas, slippers, and an eye mask, which we'll get into a little bit later. And lastly, there's also an Emirates Moleskine notebook and pen. I'm beginning to see why they give you a tote bag since there are so many goodies that you get to take home with you. Before takeoff, we're also offered a hot towel, some dates, and of course some Arabic coffee, all of which was absolutely a wonderful way to start the flight. And as we start to push back and the safety video starts to play, I'm excited for my very first class flight to officially begin.
الشريط حول خصركم واربطوه من الأمام لإحكامه. تأكدوا من شد الشريط.
Now that we're in the air, let's check out both the food and beverage menus. In Emirates First Class, they have a dine-on-demand approach, meaning you can order anything on the menu at any time. There's no set meal times, and you'll never have to wait if you're hungry or thirsty. But before we eat dinner, let's take out the tray table, which is probably the largest tray table I have ever seen on an airplane. They start us off with a choice of olives or nuts as the welcome snack. Even though I ordered the olives, they brought me the nuts by accident, and I ate them anyways because I don't like to bother the airline crew unless it's absolutely necessary. They're busy enough without me pestering them about olives. Next came the amuse-bouche, a watermelon, whipped goat cheese, sesame, and parsley salad with a miniature onion tart topped with chopped chives and caviar. As for a drink, I of course had to get a glass of Dom 2015 since it is exclusive to Emirates and can't be found on any other airline. And of course, you can't say that you've flown Emirates first class unless you have the caviar. It comes with all the trimmings, of course, like finely chopped onion, chives, grated egg, sour cream, lemon, Melbo toast, and blinis. They even provide a mother of pearl spoon, as metal spoons are not recommended for caviar to prevent any metallic taste from being transferred over. For my main, I ordered the prawn makbus. The prawns are marinated in a traditional Emirati spice blend and served on a bed of fragrant rice. It was flavorful and delicious. Emirates absolutely delivered on this dish and knocked it out of the park. After finishing my main, I was too full for dessert, but the crew offers me some chocolates and they generously decided that I need to try one of each. I'm not complaining though, as I do love chocolate. With dinner done, it's now time for one of the things I am most excited about, the famous Emirates first-class shower and bathroom. I've never experienced anything like this on an airplane before, and I wasn't even sure where to look first. There's plenty of amenities provided for you to use, everything you could possibly need, like soaps, lotions, dental kits, and even a hairdryer. And to my surprise, they also provide a second amenity kit that you can take home. The second amenity kit is not your standard amenity kit because it is completely stacked with fragrances, lotions, lip balms, and a gorgeous silver compact, all by Luxury Grand Bulgari. The estimated retail value of this amenity kit is well over $100. Oh, and in case anyone was wondering, because I know I was, the toilet is cleverly hidden underneath this bench here. Now, as for the famous shower itself though, you only get 5 minutes of running water for the shower, so you have to be quick. I was also told that in case there was turbulence while I was in the shower, that I should sit on the shower bench and basically just hang on for dear life. After taking the quickest 5-minute shower of my life, it was now time to put on the moisturizing pajamas and slippers they provided. You do get to take home the slippers and the pajamas as well, which is great because they are super comfy. After my shower, it was time for the next thing I was really excited about, which was the famous bar, of course. I was really nervous because I was worried people would think I was dumb for wanting to take pictures here. But when I got here, it turned out everyone was taking pictures and laughing and just having a really good time. The crew even let us wear their hats to take pictures in, which was really nice of them. They also took pictures of everyone with a Polaroid camera and put the pictures in a keepsake envelope as a souvenir. It was just a really fun experience since everyone was so welcoming and nice. I'll remember this experience for a long time to come for sure. After a few more laughs and drinks at the bar, I returned to my seat, which the crew had made up for me for bedtime. After shutting the privacy doors and eating some of the fruit snack that the crew had left behind for me, it was now time to check out the IFE since I was jet-lagged and not tired at all. The IFE is 32 inches and has over 6,500 movies, TV shows, music, and games available. This is what the headphones look like. They're by brand Bowers & Wilkins and have great noise cancelling and are made of sheepskin leather. There's also a small tablet remote here off to the side that can be used to control the IFE. I was actually really sad that I was still full from dinner because every seat has its own snack basket as well as the cutest popcorn-shaped movie snacks menu. I wish I had 5 stomachs because I would have loved to have been able to try some of these. And as we're about to land soon, let's talk about how much all this cost.
All right, so we are about to land soon. So I changed out of those amazing PJs and back into my regular old clothes. I thought we should also talk about how much all this cost. So, of course, Emirates First Class is going to be crazy expensive, but there is a ward space available if you're able to find it, and I was able to. So this is actually flight 1 of 2. After this, I'll be taking another flight on Emirates Game Changer. Fingers crossed that there's no aircraft swaps, of course. When that video is ready, I will link it here somewhere. But for the 2 flights, it was 300,000 Aeroplan points plus around $500 in taxes and fees. For the sake of simplicity, let's just split the cost between the 2 flights and say that they're each 150,000 points each plus around $250 in taxes and fees each.
Sadly, it's now time for me to leave, but I do need to catch my second flight. Thanks for joining me on my first time in first class, and don't forget to subscribe as well so you won't miss part 2 of my first time in first class, where I'll be taking Emirates Game Changer. Fly safe, everyone.